He literally landed in the park behind the beach here, and I think he'll still be fired up for this ski race final. What about the adrenaline rush, Jack?
We assume he's going to be off the beach very quickly, Josh. We saw him earlier in the board race, fire it up and get a fantastic start. I assume he'd be trying to do the same thing here, but it'll be interesting to see how that plays on his ski race here.
Hopefully he doesn't start fast and free fall back through the field. 18 on the line. Only one will be crowned our Summer of Surf winner. We've had 4 different winners from the opening 4 rounds. Lockie Tame and Riley Fitz from the Avoca Club. Benny Carberry from Burleigh Heads Mowbray Park. And Kendrick Louis got it done in the last round. 2 of those are lined up here. 3 of those on and away. Mitchell Trim, big start from him. You can see he's already got a gap on the rest of the field. That's him with the red nose on the front of his ski on the right-hand side. A couple of the boys trying to go with him, but just not at the moment. And a slow start from a few. Lachlan Tame, the Rio Olympian, bronze medal there. He's back racing this Summer of Surf. Good to see him here, but hasn't got the start he wanted.
Well, plenty of work to do from Tame, and it looks like Mitchell Trim and J-Mo Porter out in front. So J-Mo Porter on the green ski with the yellow lines really starting to work his way into this one. And that's Lockie Tame on the right-hand side, Josh, who's caught back, probably further back than we're used to seeing him in a ski race.
4-time Australian ski race champion. Sam Spear and Nick Dorr in 3rd and 4th, and that's Jet Kenny on the blue ski, top of the screen, still flying high after that skydive. Watch Lachlan Tame come across at the moment. Said earlier, finished with bronze in the K2 event at Rio, and as they go round, it's J-Mo Porter, and have a look at the massive right-hand turn there from Lachlan Tame, and doesn't he love it? Doesn't he love getting in the thick of the action there? He had a line, he was going to take it, and the rest of the field has been thrown into chaos because of what Lachlan Tame's done there. That's incredible, Jack.
Or chaos, and he absolutely, Josh, picked his line, turned for that can, and he was caught a little bit wide. So what he wanted to do was give himself a more direct line. When he hit that can, he could really hit it with some speed, and he did exactly that, up onto the back of Nick Dorr's ski. But it's all Mitchell Trim out in front at this stage, ahead of J-Mo Porter, and these two have really broken away from the rest of the field.
Well, the explanation after that one will be interesting, but Mitchell Trim doesn't have to explain. He's going away from the front of this race. He's done very well in the last couple of years. A medalist at the Australian Championships, won a couple of gold in the Taplin Relay with Newport. J-Mo Porter trying to go with him. Sam Spear chasing hard at the top of the screen. Watch for him to come late, but they're not catching Mitchell Trim. You can see the consistent stroke there. Big, strong lad, really gets that boss ski up and moving. And that little runner may be turning into a wave here as it hits the bank. And before you know it, race over, and it's all over for Mitchell Trim. He's done the job, and just out of nowhere, that was a real building effort. He's up and away, and I don't think the rest of the field will catch him there. It's now on a race for 2nd place, and I don't think anyone is going to beat J-Mo Porter up the beach. Mitchell Trim wins round 5 to continue the trend. It's taken him a few rounds to get there, but he does. J-Mo Porter finishes in 2nd, and Sam Spear will run up the beach and round out the podium with a man from the sky, Jet Kenny, flying across the line in 4th place. We'll leave the rest of it up to the judges, and we'll let the rest of the field deal with Lockie Tame after this. That's how they finished. Mitchell Trim from Newport in 1, James Porter from Alexandra Headland in 2, Sam Spear from Manly gets the bronze. Kenny, Tame and Smith, they were your top 5. And further down the page, Kendrick Louis never really got into it. Neither did Jimmy Walker, Ali Day or Hayden White. Carberry and Heinard rounded out.
I had to work all the way through Christie, so it kept me in some sort of routine, which was sort of a little bit lucky on that side. Keep the lid on. Yeah, it's quite a tricky start. There's plenty of weed and these bumps coming up everywhere, but I was sort of snuck away and got out clean, and J-Mo Porter absolutely flew, so he was one of the better paddles he's done, so lucky off that back can and got a couple of runs. Yeah, sort of bumped around the outside of J-Mo, and we got sort of teed up there on the can, and I just put my hammer down and sort of got on a run, and it sort of took me halfway in, so I was a little bit lucky with that. Oh, I'd like to think I'd slow start, but hopefully I can sort of find a little bit of form going into the last round at Surface and the State and Aussies, the big dance at the end.
We can't wait for the big dance, but there's still one more round of the Summer of Surf and a ski title to be decided. J-Mo Porter and Lockie Tame head-to-head, and then you could probably give it to any of the next 10 guys there. If they have a good performance and the cards fall their way, they could be the male ski race champion.